Welcome to the 2024 edition of Pitch and Polish powered by Nedbank. My name is Kgosi Kgalegi, and I'm honored to be a part of this developmental journey where the essence of an entrepreneur, how well they know their business, and how they position their business is put to the test. So I'm excited, and I hope you are too. Without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Contestants, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to Nedbank Pitch and Polish 2024. What an incredible opportunity it is to be here with you in South Africa's biggest pitching competition, where 1 million rand is up for grabs. Now, this is all made possible by our sponsors, our title sponsor Nedbank and our program organizer Raise Corp. And as a sign of gratitude, let's give them a round of applause. But seriously, there were thousands of entrepreneurs who applied, and you made it to the top 16. Congratulations! But some of you are going to have an experience of a lifetime, while others, maybe perhaps some tears. What it really comes down to is how you commit to the experience you're about to have. This is not just a pitching competition. It's a developmental opportunity where you'll have access to training and mentorship from our Raise Corp guides. And not to forget that fiery crucible, the pitching arena, where you'll not only learn a huge amount about your business, but a huge amount about yourselves as well. But enough with the talk. Let's go meet up with your guides. Hello, and welcome to the 14th season of Nedbank Pitch and Polish. I'm your host, Kgosi Kgalegi. Now, our loyal fans will already know that this is South Africa's biggest pitching show, where the winner walks away with a prize worth a whopping 1 million rand. But if you're tuning in for the first time, here's what you need to know. Nedbank Pitch and Polish sees 16 ambitious entrepreneurs compete against each other in an epic battle of business pitches. The last man or woman standing goes home with the first prize worth 1 million rand. This consists of 650,000 rand in cash and a 350,000 rand bursary for a business growth program from leading incubator Raise Corp. Entrepreneurship is crucial for boosting the local economy and creating jobs, but it's not enough to simply encourage people to start their own businesses. We need to create an environment that supports entrepreneurs and helps them grow sustainable, profitable businesses. And that's what this show is all about, giving entrepreneurs the skills and knowledge they need to scale their businesses and improve their chances of getting investor funding. Now, we've got some pretty exciting news to share with you. This year, our previous co-sponsor and longtime supporter of small businesses, Nedbank, has stepped up to its commitment to growing the entrepreneurial landscape in South Africa by becoming our title sponsor for 2024. A very big thank you to Nedbank. Let's take a look at what Alan Shannon, Executive of Small Business Services at Nedbank, had to say about the partnership.
Hi there, and for all of you that have been following Pitch and Polish for the years gone by, you will have seen Nedbank's involvement up to this stage has been as co-sponsor. Our involvement in this process has been as such that we have been enamored by what we've seen, and when the opportunity arose for us to take on the title sponsorship of Pitch and Polish, we jumped at it and are very excited to see how 2024 plays out. From a Nedbank point of view, our purpose is to use our financial expertise to do good for individuals, for families, for businesses and society. Small businesses are a very important part of South African society. They contribute immensely to employment, to the GDP. They're the big innovators within our society. And so we expect to see many of those innovators pulling through in the pitch and polish process. But that's a little bit around the Nedbank purpose. And as far as the Nedbank Pitch and Polish competition is concerned for 2024, is for all of you watching to take out some material learnings from this year's process. Pitching is a crucial skill for any small business. It doesn't matter whether you're doing it to a bank like Nedbank or whether you're doing it to other stakeholders or people seeking to procure from your business. The art of pitching is something that's crucially important. And so we hope that this year you will learn something from the videos you're going to be watching across the various platforms. And finally, for all the entrepreneurs that have entered, from all of us here at Nedbank, we wish you all the very best of luck. Please put your best foot forward. We can't wait to hear your stories.
Thank you, Nedbank, for your continued support of South African small businesses. And I'd also like to give a shout out to our venue sponsor, the Business Exchange, who've once again let us host our learning and mentoring sessions in their stunning flexible workspaces. Those of you who have been with us for a while will know that Nedbank Pitch and Polish is the brainchild of RaceCorp CEO Alon Reyes. RaceCorp runs the learning program. I sat down with him to find out what we can expect from this season of Nedbank Pitch and Polish. Alon, the 2024 season is upon us. What's so different about this year in comparison to the other years?
So, Kgosi, we've had over 1,000 applications this year. So the application level was a lot higher. But every year, we see a little trend happening based on what's happening in the market. During COVID, we had a lot of people who are applying with the health solutions. So it tends to follow what's going on in the market. Last year, a lot of people around energy. And this year, interestingly, it's about, if I look at it critically, it's about market failure. So from where government has sort of failed communities and where the private sector has stepped in to take up that demand, that market failure, you're seeing a lot of the businesses dealing with areas where there is market failure. So it's quite broad, but thematically, if you look at all the contestants this year, they tend to be, the majority of them are taking care of areas of the economy where government has not performed.
And these areas that they're taking care of, are you confident that this is what's going to contribute to a great season?
Yeah, I think what I really enjoy about the Nedbank Pitch and Polish is that a lot of people watch this. Millions of people watch this, and therefore millions of entrepreneurs are watching this, and then they saying, there's an opportunity there. They understanding when people are pitching that as part of the pitch, they're talking about what is the opportunity what is the problem that they are solving. So if you're hearing that these problems occur all the time, then you'll get entrepreneurs who are watching going, I can also solve that problem, but in a slightly different way. So I think it's very positive because it basically alerts the market to where the market problems are, and entrepreneurs will see that and then come up with great solutions, commercial solutions that will solve those problems.
So in previous seasons, a lot of these entrepreneurs have gone on to solving these problems. In terms of the basket of entrepreneurs that we currently have in this season, are you confident that this season will have entrepreneurs that will do as well as last season's?
Look, you never know. It's all based on paper. We have to wait to see them pitch. But on paper, we watched the videos. They've all submitted videos before. There's some great pitches already on video that we've seen. There's some very confident entrepreneurs. I tend to be a little cautious about the ones that are overconfident and the ones that have got what they call a shtick, where they've got a thing that they keep saying that feels inauthentic. So I want to see if there's any authentic pitches. And the way that I understand an authentic pitch is that when you question it, that there's substance underneath. And unfortunately, we can only find out once they've pitched and we get the opportunity to actually ask those questions.
Well, Alon, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the pitching arena.
Great, thanks, Kgosi.
Remember that first prize that I mentioned earlier? The one that's worth $1 million? Here's the thing. Only one contestant bags the ultimate prize, but in a way, everyone's a winner. How? Well, all 16 contestants benefit from the learning program and the one-on-one mentorship provided by Race Corp's team of business experts. In other words, everyone leaves the competition with the skills and the knowledge they need to scale their businesses and improve their chances of securing funding, which is pretty amazing, right? Now let me catch you up on what's been happening behind the scenes. Things kicked off at Race Corp's head office in Sandton, Johannesburg, where our 16 enthusiastic but slightly nervous contestants were welcomed by the Nedbank Pitch and Polish team. After 2 intensive days of learning sessions, the contestants were randomly divided into 4 teams of 4 and were allocated to a Race Corp mentor, or guide as we like to call them, who will work closely with them one-on-one to polish their pitches. Now, just so we're all on the same page, I'll give you a quick rundown of how things work. In round 1, the 4 contestants in each of the 4 groups go up against one another in a battle of the pitches. 2 contestants go through to the next round, while the other 2 are sent home. Then, in round 2, the 2 remaining contestants from each group go head-to-head to determine who makes it through to the semi-finals, which will work in a similar way as the previous round. And then the finals. And that's where things get really interesting. When our top 2 contestants enter the pitching arena for the last time, they'll be up against our wild card contestant, someone who delivers their first and only pitch in the finale. Are you seeing the opportunity? They could literally snatch the first prize away from under the other contestants' noses at the last minute. But more on that later. While you get to know the contestants a little better over the next few weeks, you, the viewer, will pick up some expert tips and learn alongside them as they work on polishing their pitches throughout the competition. But just in case you need a little more incentive to keep you watching, every episode has something for you to win too. Thanks to the generosity of our incredible title sponsor Nedbank, we'll be giving away an Avo Super Shop voucher to the value of 5,000 Rand to one lucky viewer in every single episode. The Avo Super Shop offers you the variety of a shopping mall with the convenience of a mobile app, so you can super shop from all your favorite retailers and have everything delivered straight to your door. Pretty nifty, isn't it? We're also giving away a 1-month strategy mentorship package that includes 4 hours with the Race Corp business mentor and a month's free access to Flowcode business scaling software. If you'd like the chance of snagging tonight's prize, then pay close attention to the pitches and the judges' feedback. And speaking of the judges, this is probably a good time to introduce them. It's a warm welcome back to Nedbank's Monique Chinna, the Senior Manager of Segment Design and Development for Retail Relationship Banking. Once again, representing Race Corp, we have serial entrepreneur and best-selling author Alon Reyes. And rounding out the panel is Mona Lisa Sam, a retail and property executive with over 20 years of experience. Now it's time to get down to the reason we're all here, the pitches. As part of the random draw, the red group was chosen to go first. Making up the group are Keenan George, Lutando Mchiza, Babongile Mqwati, and Thabiso Ngoba. And tonight, we'll be seeing the pitches from the first 2 contestants from the red group. First up in the pitching arena, all the way from the Western Cape, is tech-savvy Keenan George, the owner of SmartView Technology. Good luck in there, Keenan.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Keenan. How are you feeling?
I'm good, and you?
Good, good. You're our first contestant. It's quite nerve-wracking.
Yes, it definitely is. But they say, like in racing, if you have to lead a lap to win.
Excellent. So Keenan, are you ready?
I'm ready. I would like to hand out these brochures to you, if you guys
Sure.
is fine.
Sure.
Thank you, Keenan.
Thank you. Right. Keenan, are you ready?
I'm ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pitch and polish.
Did you know that the combined commercial and industrial sector spends over 180 billion rand annually on water, electricity and gas? My name is Keenan George, CEO and founder of Smart Technology, your partner in utility conservation and environmental sustainability. Now, what are the issues? There's global energy and water wastes, and there's a severe lack of utility management tools that provide organizations with the right data to improve their operational efficiency and to reduce waste. The solution, Smart Technology's utility management platform as a service, provides organizations with the right data and actionable insights and predictive analytics to, number 1, reduce waste, number 2, improve their operational efficiency, and number 3, improve their overall cost effectiveness in utility management. But has the solution been validated? Yes, it has. Some of our notable clients like Virgin Active saved 1,000 kiloliters monthly nationally in their gyms. PepsiCo saved 50% on their sewage cost. Grupo Bimbo, the biggest bakery in the world, saved 750,000 rand annually in the first week of their rollout. But what does the solution cost? The starting price of the solution is at 5,000 rand, however, it's tailored per facility. Our finance, we have a growth risk currently of 46%, starting start in 2020 at 1.3 to 4.1 million rand. And if we win this competition, we will strategically use this money to channel it to our marketing initiatives and to enhance our product offering. Thank you.
This was good timing. Well, we've got our two Mons with us. So we have Mona Lisa and Monique. And seeing as that Mona Lisa is quite new here, we're going to start with you, Mona Lisa.
Okay, thanks, Keenan. I just wanted a little bit more detail about your growth strategy. You've already got clients and so forth, but where your target growth strategy?
So we are mainly focusing right now on the food and beverage industry currently. There's about 1,500 different companies in the food and beverage industry. And if we only take about 15 of them, that will give us access to about 239 sites. And if we maximize on that, that is about an annual income of about 71 million rand if we strategize on them alone.
Okay.
Hi, Keenan. Welcome.
Thank you.
So to expand on Mona Lisa's question, I see that you've been doing a lot of Google ads as well as LinkedIn ads.
Yes.
How is that attracting your target market at the moment?
It's very good, all right? And our strategy is very good. It's just very expensive, but overall it's working very well for us.
Is that the only marketing that you've been doing? What other marketing have you been doing?
Only Google ads and LinkedIn ads at this point.
Just give me a sense of your current clients. Do you have current clients? Because you were speaking about all these clients. I didn't get whether that's the potential market or your actual market, your market.
My market. Okay, so we currently serve all the Virgin Active gyms.
Yeah.
Right. We do some of the PepsiCo factories.
Yeah.
We do Grupo Bimbo. They're not known, but they are the biggest bakery in the world. And we're busy deploying Heineken as well. And we're doing a lot in the commercial space right now, so the malls as well.
And is it an IoT platform?
No. So the platform, the platform is on the software side. So we're completely hardware agnostic. So we integrate hardware into the platform, and we're completely network agnostic as well.
Okay. All right. And just one last thing is how do you grow? Other than are you going to grow different segments? How does this business expand? I'm trying to work out how it scales. Are you focused on one segment and it's deep enough to go, across Africa, or are you going to go different sectors? I'm trying to work out your growth strategy. So
we will go different sectors, all right? But we also white label the platform, all right, to energy partners to go and on-sell as their own as well. So we just take care of the platform in the back end of it, but we can deploy the solution anyway. Right, It's basically connecting your hardware to the platform and getting the analytics and the data. So our long-term strategy is only on the platform as a server side and basically rolling out it anywhere in the world.
Great, thanks Keenan. You may leave. Thank you.
Thank you.
What did you think?
Look, I think a good concept. I just didn't get the depth of how it's going to grow. I should have asked one more question about his profitability, because as he grows, does he maintain profitability? Yeah, but good concept. There's a lot of detail that is required in that kind of business.
But it's also got 90 seconds to speak.
Yes.
Yeah. Your thoughts?
And I agree with you. He motored through that. So
Yeah.
while you try to catch up with what he actually did,
Yes.
it was done.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, I think he needs to slow down
Yes.
and actually just explain. This is what I do, because it seems like a good business.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got some great clients
Correct.
under his belt. It's just like slow down and help us understand what you're actually signing on to.
Yeah. My thing there is that what he said, he's setting the platform and he's hardware agnostic. I wanted to know how he charges. Yeah, like how does he charge? Yeah, but let's go score.
Yeah.
Keenan, our first contestant. How do you feel?
I feel great. I really feel great. I actually wasn't nervous at all, so I feel great.
And coming out into the fiery crucible, into the pitching arena, how were your nerves?
Like I said, I actually enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I don't like cameras at all, but I actually enjoyed it.
You came out with a strong pitch. As Alon even mentioned, you finished right on time. Had you rehearsed this?
Yes, definitely. I cutted out some things as well because I didn't want to, like I said, I didn't want to make it as I'm speeding it. So I think overall I did okay.
So I just want to find out from you, between the data insights and the cost-saving element of your business, what do you think the judges are going to focus on?
I think they're going to look at the cost savings, is one big thing, but also the clients that we serve. I mean, we serve Heineken, we serve Virgin Active, and there are big names, and PepsiCo, that's trusting us with the solution to them.
Keenan, as our first contestant, I see that you've started strong, setting the tone for Nedbank Pitch and Polish 2024. Let's see how it goes.
Thank you.
Well, I think that was a strong first pitch, and he seemed to have a good grip on his numbers. But let's see how our next contestant does, shall we? Meet Lutando Mchiza of Perfect Drilling from KwaZulu-Natal.
Welcome, Luthando.
Thank you, judges.
How are you feeling?
Feeling a bit nervous, but I'm here to win the prize.
I like that attitude.
Thank
Are
you.
you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pitch and polish.
Hello, judges. My name is Luthando, one of the co-founders of a company called Intellect Group, which started its operations in 2021. Our main business focus is on underground water exploration, extraction, water quality testing, aquifer testing, as well as installation of water purification systems. In the past 2 years of our operation, we've seen substantial growth in our business since we started hiring out the material which we use and the machinery. Right now, we have an asset value of about 7 million of that machinery, which actually works to our advantage, because now we have much shorter turnaround time when we're working. And that has actually helped us as well to increase our gross profit margins in 2023 as compared to 2022. We've also just landed a contract with the Tegwini municipality for 36 months, and within the first 6 months of inception of that contract, we've made revenue of over 36 million. We actually saw the gap in the market in 2021, where during COVID season, where each and every school needed water at the time. So we thought that we were going to play in that role, but little did we know that it was actually going to evolve into something bigger. So if we were to win that 650,000, we would use 500,000 to acquire land within the same vicinity that we work in, and then 150 would go towards building an office and an actual workshop. And then we would also include a 200,000 contribution towards that to ensure that we cover everything and the office is fully functional and eliminate any rental expenses. We at Perfect Drilling actually believe that we're doing the Lord's work by giving water to the people.
Great, great. Thank you and good timing. All right.
Thank you.
Monique.
Thank you. That was very interesting.
Thank you.
Just in terms of, I'm glad to hear that you've got a contract with eThekwini.
Yes.
They've had a number of floods in the region from the time that you've been in business. How has your business adapted over that time, and how are you meeting the needs of that particular community?
With regards to that contract which we have, it's because of that actual matter, since most of the infrastructure has been actually damaged. So it's a remedial project which we are actually doing to cover that gap while the municipality is still busy trying to solve the bigger problem in that area. So we have adapted well because we are going around the rural areas and even sort of semi-rural areas, putting the boreholes, purifying the water, and actually giving it out to the community which is in need. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Luthando, you mentioned some of your, recent financial revenues. Talk to us about your profitability. What are your biggest expenses in the business, and how do you maintain profitability if you are profitable?
Our business expense, the biggest one, is mostly salaries and insurance, obviously, for the vehicles, including rental. But our profit margins in terms of what we charge, it's actually between 20% and 25%. So we are able to actually have something at the end. But when we started, we're still restructuring after we had bought the equipment. So we sort of made minimal profit last year, net profit, which was around 12%.
Okay, Luthando, for me also, just on that, these municipalities are notorious for being slow payers.
Yes.
What's your cash flow like?
Hey, we've struggled a bit. When we started last year, which was September, our payments took about 2 months, but right now, everything is flowing. So every week, we are able to actually submit an invoice, and then we've actually requested that a special payment for 7 days is made. So that was accepted, and we are getting paid properly.
And just last question from me. You mentioned in your pitch that you said we hire out material and the equipment. Just explain the material part of that statement.
Well, when we started, we didn't have like the machinery or equipment to do the water quality testing or the aquifer testing.
Yes.
So now we own all of that material, including the machinery as well. Because we used to use a guy which has been ahead in the business to hire out his material to actually carry out the work. But now we own that material and even the machinery.
Are you hiring it out or you're hiring it in?
Or we're hiring it in, sorry.
You're hiring it in,
yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, got it. All right. Luthando, great pitch. You may leave.
Thank you.
So what did you think? It's wonderful to hear that the cash flow is flowing as well as the water in KZN. So yeah, it's great. I think it's a very good business. Just given all the natural disasters that we've experienced, I think it's something that can be sustainable.
Yeah, I also like his growth.
Yes.
Yeah, good growth. I think good business. I would encourage more private clients because I think government can tend to be unstable.
Yes.
But really good business in terms of timing of resources needed and the community impact.
That's such an important point you make there, because if he loses that and he's built up a business with overhead and he loses a big contract, he could implode if he doesn't balance
immediately.
that.
Yeah.
Let's go scoring.
Luthando,
Yes.
how are you feeling?
I'm feeling very much excited. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity,
Yes.
but we're glad to be here.
You started off bold and very confident, saying you're here to win the prize.
Yes.
You still feeling the same after leaving the pitching arena?
Well, my pitch wasn't that bad as compared to when I was still preparing it. So I'm quite happy with the progress that I've made so far. So I'm expecting anything, but I'm still here for the prize.
Mona Lisa asked you about profitability, and I know you mentioned that you've made 12% last year. Tell me how that adds up to the 36 million in 6 months. I mean, what's 1 million when you've got 35 extra?
I started a bit there. It was supposed to be 3.6 actually.
3.6.
6 million, so that's where I made my mistake there.
That's going to work against you.
I know. I didn't even notice. I only noticed right now when you're mentioning it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And overall, in terms of the experience, has this been a real pitching learning curve? Or, I mean, starting off in 2021, I'm sure by now you've done a lot of pitches. You're invoicing every week. So what is this experience for you? Is it just the 1 million rand, or is it really to refine your business?
It's basically to really refine the business, because I've been to some programs of which I did get some funding from there as well. So this one is to just basically shape the business.
Luthando, shaping is exactly what this competition is about. And I wish you the best for the rest of the competition.
Thank you, thank you.
Excellent.
Guys, I need to go speak to the judges. So he just corrected 36 million down to 3.6 million. Now this could have a massive impact on his scoring. I need to get there before the judges are done with their deliberation.
Sorry, may I please disturb?
Yeah?
So I just noticed backstage, Luthando was with me, and I realized that in his pitch, he made mention of 36 million being his figure,
Yeah.
but actually turned out to be 3.6 million.
Ooh,
That's a bit of a difference.
large.
Sure, that'll change things.
But we knew that already.
So how did you know that?
Because Nedbank does their due diligence. I work through the pack, the pre-pack.
Ah, the pack, of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Of course.
Well, thanks for having our back on that. Thanks so much. Thanks for letting us know.
My pleasure, judges, and I'll see you just before the elimination.
Thank you. Sure. Okay, but you knew.
We know
Why didn't you-
everything. We know everything.
Why didn't you tell me? Maybe,
Shame.
did
Maybe
she
it
tell
was
you?
just the nerves.
No, she didn't tell
Yeah, I
me.
think it was the
But that's
nerves.
why I
The
asked the
nerves.
profitability question.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's carry on.
Luthando might have run out of time, but he managed to pack a lot of information into those 90 seconds, including some pretty impressive numbers. And that brings us to the end of tonight's pitches. But of course, here's the bit you've really been waiting for. Now's your chance to be the lucky winner of tonight's Avo Super Shop voucher worth 5,000 Rand, courtesy of Nedbank. To stand a chance of winning, all you have to do is answer the following questions. 1. What province in South Africa does Keenan come from? Secondly, go online to flowcodepowered.com and tell us how many problems the Flowcode business scaling software addresses. To enter, send us a WhatsApp with your name and the right answers to 066 232 7355 before midnight tonight. All correct answers will go into a random draw, and we'll get in touch with the winner before 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We'll also announce the winner's name on social media later this week. That's it for tonight. Don't forget to join me again next Tuesday at 7 p.m., where we'll see the 2 remaining contestants from the red group deliver their debut pitches. We'll also be finding out who's going home in the elimination. See you in the next episode. From yours truly, Kgosi Kgalegi. Goodbye.